Our time to catch up with the Clinton Public Library. Kate's
Yeah,
in
I'm
today.
looking at the
Kate, how
pages
we
right now.
doing?
Hi, Gary. I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, and we're going to talk to the library 3 times this month.
Yeah, so lots of library information will be coming your way. So
You, of course, had to be closed Friday and Saturday. How are things now?
things are better at the library. If listeners aren't aware, we're doing some construction to our lower level meeting space. So we laid down the epoxy, we being the construction workers. We did not do that, the library workers. But they laid down the epoxy on Thursday. It looks really great. But the fumes were so strong, we did have to close early on Thursday, and we continued to be closed. But we aired out the space yesterday, and I think you won't be able to smell it as much, hopefully, today and throughout the week.
That's good. We don't want people being overwhelmed by that.
Yeah. I think some people, when we first opened yesterday, they're like, what is that smell? That's not usually the smell of the library. We're like, oh, yeah, hopefully it'll get better. So, yeah.
And get back to that good library smell.
Yeah, the smell of books and opportunities, yeah.
There you go. So what are you in to talk about today?
Well, there's still a lot happening at the library. I always feel like when I come in, there's so much to talk about. So in October, we're continuing our regular programming, which this information can be found on our website. But we are doing a fun puzzle exchange starting next week, where folks can drop off their old jigsaw puzzles that they've maybe already completed, or maybe, quite frankly, they don't want to complete it and they want something different. They can drop those off next week and pick up a new to them puzzle the following week. So that will be pretty fun. We do have several virtual author talks with famous authors. We don't do those talks, but it's through this library speakers consortium. So throughout the month, there's opportunities to listen to famous authors like Rick Steves, who does those,
Yes.
compiles the travel guides. And then I even think there's also one with John Irving, who graduated from the University of Iowa, and several more options. So if people want to tune in to those, they can go to our website and attend those virtually, which is a really cool way to learn more, maybe about their favorite authors, learn about their inspiration, or even their writing processes. And another fun program that's happening on Saturday, October 14th, is a ghost hunting program. So if you are really into the spooky season that is now upon us, the Quad City Spirit Realm investigators will be in town to give a short presentation on why they became paranormal investigators and what they do during their investigation. So we have a lot going on for our adults, and we always have programs for our youngest library patrons, so our story time and afternoon adventures on Wednesdays. And a newer program we're doing for our young patrons is Wiggle Time, which is every Tuesday. So today from 10:30 to 11:30, little kids, so ages like newborns to 3, can come with their caregivers and just kind of play with one another. It's a very, we have bubbles, and our bubble machine really gets a lot of bubbles going, songs, and it's fun because they kind of play together and dance. So yeah, that's what's going on.
So where do you do that at?
That is in our children's department. Liz organizes that. So it is, again, it's really laid back, but I think last week I forgot it was going on because I usually work in the basement, and I had to go up there for something, and I was just really happy to see so many caregivers, and then their young ones maybe in their arms or just around, and the bubbles were going, the songs are going. It's really fun program for those young folks.
Yeah, I'm visiting with Kate from the library. I want to go back to the authors segment.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah, so that works. So yeah, the Library Speakers Consortium lines up those authors, very famous authors, to do talks, and I think it's led by like a mediator of their choice. But how it works is you can go to our website, click on the link to register, and when that time comes, so they're on different days and at different times, but when it comes around, they'll click on that link, and it's kind of, I assume it's like going to a live Zoom webinar, like they can't see you, but it's like you're tuning in to watch a conversation with video, and they're about an hour long. I have not actually attended one, but I do know some of our patrons have, based off our stats we take. So yeah, I think it's a cool opportunity to learn more about really famous authors. So
I enjoy Rick Steves on public television. So
yeah,
that would be an
yeah.
interesting one. I haven't played Rick Steves bingo. Have you seen Rick Steves bingo?
No, I have not.
So it's a little bingo board, and whenever you see like his producer, you can put, a mark there on the square. So it's kind of fun thing that way.
Okay, cool.
So that's quite interesting. And does the library offer many of things along this lines, Kate?
Yes, so through this Library Speakers Consortium, we do have a lot of upcoming author talks. So we have, I think, 3 this month, and I know that we're going to have more in November. I think a name is John Stamos, and even more. So all of those opportunities, again, are listed on our website at clintonpubliclibrary.us.
Not the actor. The actor, John Stamos?
Yeah, I believe he wrote a book. I saw that name and I was like, wait, what? So yeah, there's a lot of different people who come on and chat about what they're writing or what they have written. So it's very interesting.
Now, of course, we're going to be again visiting with the library 3 times here in the month of October. The Mardi Gras Parade is coming up toward the end of the month. You guys said you were talking about it. Don't necessarily know if you're going to be in it or not, but you won last year.
We placed. I can't remember correctly. I'm not sure if within our category, it was a walking unit, and we had our library van decorated, and the theme was board games, so we were Clue characters. And of course, if you're familiar with Clue, we had it so the murder happened in the library, like we were the characters. It was really fun. We're hoping to be in it again this year. I know there was conversation about it, but I don't know what we have
decided. It's a
decided.
Disney theme, and I would imagine there's different books and things along those lines that you could work with.
Yeah, most definitely. We'll have to get creative here in the coming weeks. That'll be here before we know it. So we'll be excited to hopefully be involved. We always like to be involved in the community.
All right. Well, certainly a lot going on at our Clinton Public Library. If people would like to find out more information, Kate, how can they best do that?
Yes, they can go to our website at www.clintonpubliclibrary.us, and people can always give us a call at 563-242-8441.
All right. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's a bird! It's a plane!
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan Patrick.
I want to caution everybody. Colorado is ahead of schedule. I don't know if they're a good team. I don't think they're a great team. I think they have a great